Okay.
Okay, this is clam dissection 101. Here's the part you need to remember on the external morphology of the clam. This structure is the joint or the hinge that hinges the two valves together. This is called the umbus or umbo. Now, it's on the dorsal side of the clam. The bottom side here will be the ventral side. The short side away from the umbus is anterior. The long side away from the umbus would be posterior. So that's the external structures you need to remember. Dorsal, ventral, anterior, posterior. Now we've already opened the clam by inserting the scalpel in here and cutting the two adductor muscles on either side. When we open it up, we see the adductor muscles here that have been cut. This would be the anterior adductor and posterior adductor muscle. On this side, this would be the anterior adductor, posterior adductor. Now this is the mantle. Okay, and there's two. There's a top and a bottom mantle. Where they come together, they create the two siphons that bring water and materials into the clam. This is the in-current siphon here that brings food and water in. This upper one up here will be my ex-current siphon that brings waste and water out of the clam. Now, if I raise the mantle, I can see the first structure that appears is the gills. Here's the gills, and it's normally coated with a mucus because these are filter feeders or mucus feeders. As water and nutrients enter the in-current siphon, it sticks to the gills. Then tiny cilia on the gills sweep it forward until it gets up here to the mouth region. And then you see these labial palps, these little flaps right here, these labial palps. These are the palps that lead the food into the mouth region, which is back here. This is the mouth back here. The food enters the mouth, circulates through the digestive glands, which are located here in the visceral hump. Remember the three parts of any mollusk is head, foot, and visceral hump. Here's the visceral hump. This is the foot, this hard muscular foot at the ventral surface is called the foot. So food circulates through the digestive glands, comes back out the top up here to the anus, and exits through the excurrent siphon. Now, the only other thing you have to remember beyond that is in the dorsal region, this cavity right here, which the outside covering here has been pulled away from it. But this is the coelomic cavity here, the coelomic cavity, and inside of it we find the heart. This is the heart of the clam. You can even see one of the openings right here that brings blood into the heart. Now this is open circulation so that the blood enters back here, is picked up by the atrium, stored until the ventricle can pump it out toward the anterior region, and it washes over all the intestines and circulates again through the entire clam. And waste and the nephridia located inside the visceral hump collects metabolic waste and exits it through the coelom also. So those are the structures internally that you need to be familiar with. There will be a test on all these structures, so make sure you can identify the gill, the foot, the labial palps, the mantle, the incurrent and excurrent siphon, both muscles, the heart, and coelom. Okay?